Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're checking out a Sencut knife. This is a Sencut episode. Now, as many as you know, Sencut is Wii's other budget line, or the budget line, or the way I look at it, Sencut is what Civivi used to be. Now that Civivi has kind of expanded in their steels and using, steels like S35, 14C. Sencut has kind of taken over that whole 9CR range, what Civivi started out as. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because trust me, the Backlash, the Praxis, those are still two of my favorite Civivi knives, without a doubt. Love them. And the episode kind of takes some cues from the Backlash, and you'll see that with some of the Sencut, the models that they put out. They take cues from previous models. Again, not always a bad thing, and there's altered, and they're just not like, okay, we took this and made it this, and now we're calling it a Sencut. No, that's not it. But definitely some strong design cues. But, as I said, the Sencut episode, what Civivi used to be, and hey, I'm on board with it, really. Let's take a look at this one. Now, this one's got that dark, kind of deep red G10 on it. I like that kind of brick red. Very similar to the Altus I just had. So, you do have a small back spacer, do have a lanyard post there. Now, this is a pass-around knife. It does come from the Apex pass-around group, so thank you very much to the Apex. And, of course, thank you very much to Civivi Sencut for sending it out for us to check out. Black stainless liners. You guys know I like the red and black combo. Deep carry pocket clip, but look at that. Yeah, it's that old style clip. Yeah, buddy. I am digging that. And recessed pocket clip screws. Very, very well done. So, it can be done, guys. It can be done. More cues should be taken from that. Absolutely. But everything, again, like I said, Civivi, and now Sencut, the chamfering is done well. The quality of the fit and finish is there. It really is. It is a reversible pocket clip, so there you go. Lefty love. Flipper tab, jimping on the flipper, and that detent. Yeah, that detent is dialed in very well. Action, pretty darn good. Now, like I said, this is a pass-around knife, so it's not like it's brand new out of the box. But still, action is good. Little shake shut. Yeah, not bad. Now, like I said, 9CR18 on the blade, coated. You got that wicked kind of clip point. Got a really, really awesome landing pad for your thumb with the jimping. Absolutely digging that. Now, you're not going to be able really... I mean, you can choke up, but you're definitely going to have to trigger that flipper if you want it. If you want to, because, yeah, you're close. You're really close to the corner of that blade. What do we got there? There you go. 9CR18. And just for grins, I'm going to pull this out there. We'll kind of do a... And this is kind of what I was meaning by cues. You know, obviously, it's different. It is. But as you can see there, you know, you've kind of got that whole Backlash vibe on the blade. Definitely not a copy. I'm not saying that. But I just feel some vibes from it. Definitely a more pronounced clip. And the handle is definitely different, without a doubt. But it just kind of takes a few cues. And as I said, the Backlash is still one of my favorite Civivis, so I'm not unhappy about it. And at $45, you're back to where Civivi started out, as far as price range and so forth. So we saw Civivi kind of bump up their prices and climb as they use different materials. Well, instead of just leaving it like that, the Civivi Sencut, they just kind of said, okay, let's fill that void that we opened up, and we'll put out the Sencut line and use the materials that we used to use on Civivi. And you know what? It doesn't, when you start creeping up in that $50, $60 rice range, you start pricing some people out. You really do. You know, we all have a different idea of what budget is. Mine is kind of that 50, 60 and below range. You know, that's budget to me. You know, some people it's 25 or 40, you know, we all have different. But the fact that they created a void and then they went back and filled that void, you know, I give props and to we, you know, the we company for doing that. I really do. But all right, let's get going. Let's get our specs. Get off my soapbox for now. And it's not really a soapbox. It's, I mean, that's really how I see it. And I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right about 8 inches fully open. You're looking at about a 4.5 inch handle, 3.5 inch blade. You're going to round out with about a 3.5 inch cutting edge as well. Overall, about 3 and 5/8. We'll call it. I'll split the difference. 3 and 5/8 on the grip length. And there you go. That's how it fits in my 3 3/4 inch hand. And for those of you that are new, I measure this portion of my hand. It's 3 3/4 inches. That's what I'm using for reference. Just so you know. So fits very, very well. Now I'll throw that. We'll do our comparisons. Excuse me. Again, I'll just kind of throw up the backlash for a comparison. Again, still one of my favorite Civivis. So it's a little bit, the Sencut episode's got it by a little bit more in the handle than in the blade, for sure. There's our PM2. PM2's, wow, okay, look at that. The episode's actually got it in the handle, and there again, blade is pretty close. Interesting. Excuse me, guys. That COVID cough is just a thing. And then the Sencut obviously has the bug out pretty much covered as far as that goes. All right, let's get a weight on it. All right, we got 3.8 ounces. Well, or 106 grams. The deep carry pocket clip with the recessed screws. Yes, yes indeed. Digging it. Absolutely, 100%. Pocket clip has pretty good retention. Maybe could be a little stiffer, but I didn't have any issues with it. I know some people like a little bit stiffer clip. Yeah, no issues for me. Carries just fine. And let's talk about the overall. Well, I mean, honestly, I kind of did that in the beginning. I kind of went out of turn, so to say. But, you know, I do. I like the fact that the Wii company started using better materials, quote unquote, better materials. I'll just throw that out there on the Civivi line. And the prices crept up. Well, and then there's a void now. Okay, what about the, you know, sub $50 Civivi knife? Is it gone? Well, yeah, the Civivi knife is gone, but now you have Sencut to take its place. And I am really, really happy that the Wii Knife Company did that. Overall, ergos, really, really good on the episode. Very, very comfortable in hand. I really enjoy it quite a bit. Now, like I said, I have kind of that smaller size, large hand. So I have just a little bit left over. So those of you with a lot larger hands, you know, you might run out of some real estate there. But this is a terrific and very, very comfortable grip on this knife. So is this. Super, super comfortable for me. Love the fact that they still use that clip. And yes, you know, people were telling me, hey, they still do sell those clips on Amazon. So, you know, I actually talked to Civivi on Instagram, and they were like, it kind of sounded like these are gone, you know, they're not a thing anymore. Well, they're obviously being used on Sencut knives. I mean, right there. And if you do go look, excuse me, I'm sorry about that, guys. The pictures that they use kind of resemble these clips. Actually, it almost looks, yeah, kind of a combination of the two, maybe. I'll have to order some and find out. Because this is actually the Hadros clip. If you remember my review from the Hadros, it stood up. Obviously, you can see it stands up much. Well, there you go. There you can kind of see it with that background. This clip stands up further. Shorter, definitely a shorter clip. But it stands up farther out here. So, I did have to swap that. And now both of these clips, this clip works well on the backlash, and the other clip works well. This clip, this style, works very well on the Hadros for me. So, but overall, you know what? The Sencut knife, it's still Civivi, and now Sencut quality. Everything is done well, and we're back to having that sub $50 kind of Civivi style knife, but in Sencut form. And I'm really pretty happy to see that, honestly. I am. So, you know, let me, guys, let's have a discussion. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. I know I've reviewed a couple of Sencuts before, but I'd really like to know what you guys think about that. About the whole, you know, Sencut, Civivi, Civivi making Sencut, and let's just talk about it. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Always do. You know that. That's why I always say, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.